COLLETTE DEVLIN Last updated 1647, October 2, 2017. It is understood Wellington City Council will rent office space in the PwC Tower on the terrace. Wellington City Council is moving away from Civic Square and looks set to make a temporary headquarters on the terrace. It is understood the council will rent more than 7,000 square meters of office space in the PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC Tower. The deal is almost done, with commercial terms and a final agreement soon to be signed off with building owner, Canadian Pension Fund. Commercial terms and a final agreement will likely be signed off with PwC building owner, Canadian Pension Fund this week. It is understood about 500 or 600 of the 1037 council staff would move into the building, although details of exactly which staff will move are yet to be confirmed. Read more repairs to Wellington City Council headquarters expected to cost more than $30 million. Homeless council set to move out of temporary office and civic building to remain closed for years. Wellington office market heats up as development continues. Wellington City Council Civic Administration building could be knocked down from next year. Public services will likely be operating in the terrace building. Wellington City Council 6-story Civic Administration building, the pink one on the right, is closed and staff in the municipal office building on its left will have to move out next year during the town hall renovations. Each floor is about 860 SQM and rent is understood to be about $400 per SQM per year. This means the council could be renting 8 floors and forking out $2.8 million in rent per year. However, commercial terms are still being negotiated. Last year, a report from independent property advisory firm 22 cited rent in the PwC building at $550 per SQM. A sign advertising office floors to lease in the PwC building, 113 the terrace. It is understood the council would also rent the floors currently occupied by PwC when the company moves into its new waterfront building next year. The move follows the closure of Wellington City Council Civic Administration building CAB after the November earthquake, which saw staff shoehorned into the municipal office building mob next door and several other city buildings. Some are temporarily working in the top floors of the Central Library, a floor of Simple House in Mercer Street, and the Stock Exchange Oddlands building on Taranaki St. Wharf. In June, the council's chief executive Kevin Lavery said all staff in the mob would likely have to move out in the middle of next year to make way for new tenants and for work on the town hall. The council needed to find new accommodation for the next 2 or 3 years, and it was exploring a number of short-medium-term accommodation options, he said, as well as acting as the council's main public service center and eyesight center for tourists. CAB previously housed around 450 employees. The mob will become part of the new $187 million Town Hall Music Hub project, with the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra and Victoria University set to move in at the end of next year or in early 2019. The council has yet to decide if the 6-story CAB building, which was built in the early 1990s, will be demolished or repaired. The council has warned its insurers that the repair bill for earthquake-related damage to the building is expected to be more than $30 million, and it could remain shut for years. Stuff.